It's the month of April 2022, the month of Ramadan, where me and 3 other people decided to cook. And yeah, here's how that went. Just before the video starts, I would like to remind you guys to just, if you enjoy the video, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe and share with your friends. And let's get straight into this video. So we decided to cook, and then we made a Telegram group on the 21st of April, and it took us like 2 days to plan, and we ended up deciding on 3 things that we were gonna make. We ended up on Joshua Weissman butter chicken recipe, a random raspberry and cream cheese recipe that Nick's found on a cookbook that he owned, and then I think we just grabbed like a random Oreo milkshake recipe off of Google. In a previous video I mentioned that I moved. If you haven't watched that video, it's up there. Go ahead, watch that video after you're done with this video. Basically I moved and I forgot to bring my tripod, so we had to borrow a tripod from one of the people that we are cooking with. So he was basically going to bring it along with the ingredients that we were going to cook with. Me and Nix, we both had work to do, so that morning we were basically pretty busy with work, and then we came back and we basically scrambled together. So before the camera starts rolling, we already had some progress. It was not that much, but it is what it is. So the first thing we decided to get over with was the Oreo milkshake, which is super easy to get over because it just needed vanilla ice cream, it needed Hershey syrup, it needed Oreos obviously, and then just milk. Those were the 4 things that we needed. We just blended it together and we filled a massive plastic bottle. I don't know why we chose that bottle. We had a jug. Yeah.
Like a mocha halal certified? Halal certified, of course.
Of course.
Halal certified. Korean local stuff is halal. Like chocolate syrup to barabar. Chocolate.
You watch it, then you couldn't. So next up on the list was brownies. We decided to make a raspberry and cream cheese one, which me and Nix already had done way before on some other occasion, but we decided to remake it. So the first thing we did was measure out the self-raising flour. We just had regular flour, so we just added some baking soda or baking powder into it. I don't know which one it was. And then we measured out icing sugar. And then we basically put those 2 together, which we were not supposed to do according to the recipe book here. We were not supposed to do that. We decided to go ahead with it anyway, and we then just mixed 4 eggs in. We then melted butter and chocolate in a ceramic bowl, I think it was. And then we just basically put it in a microwave, took it out, and then we just mixed it with a spoon until it melted properly. And then we poured everything into a stand mixer and we just mixed it together until it was batter. Then we poured it into a cake tray and then added some cream cheese and also the raspberry jam, and we used like a toothpick to like mix things around and like integrate all the things in with the batter. And then finally we just chucked it in an oven. Finally we have the butter chicken, which we followed a Joshua Weissman recipe, which you can find down below in the description. I'm not gonna list out everything. It was fairly easy to follow other than some basic human error. So in the recipe it calls for 14 ounces of crushed tomatoes, and unfortunately the person that we asked to bring tomato brought tomato paste, which is definitely not what we needed. And the problem didn't just end at the tomato paste. We also had a missing cooking cream thing. We needed like 2 of the smaller cartons of cooking cream, but one of them was whipped cream for some reason. So we basically had to send him and also my little brother out on a shopping spree, which went a little...
You think I know how to cook? No. Hey, but that's for the jake. Ashara have a jake. I was mama at one more. I can get a beer at Yavan. Then they read away. Sagar Tandani with the car. Mine can go to Matanara, Sagar Tandani and that. Tomatoes. Peeled canned tomatoes. These Ramalawan. Then discard na kadang kurati.
Other Facebook?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ini biso da megole haayi da. Angalo bihengi. Anek bihare guri gihek gane gen tanna men tolende. Ini muri ekadi whipping cream ekadi cooking cream agera se den taka den se galasi odde. Ahata ba whipping cream da. Aikke kai eppeche lukiye gennani. Mage ba eswal එක.
Like literally it said cooking cream and then whipping cream. So we basically started with cutting up the chicken, and while we were cutting up the chicken, we kind of forgot to record the part where we actually made the marinade. So after cutting the chicken, we mixed it in with the marinade that we made, and then we chucked it in the fridge for like 30 minutes. And after we chucked it into the fridge, we just started cutting up the vegetables so we would save time. And by the time we were done cutting up all the vegetables, the marinating was done, because we are absolute pros at knife skills or something. And then we started cooking the chicken, but at some point the camera kind of just overheated, so that's all the footage that we have. But after that point, we just needed something to eat it with. We decided to make parathas, and we had bought some ready-made stuff from the store, and we just had to like heat it up on a pan, and we were basically good to go. We barely finished in time for Iftar, so we basically just started running around, just grabbing glasses and starting prepping at the table. The first thing we did was like take glasses and like put Hershey's syrup around the inside of the glass to make it look all fancy, and then we just set up the table with like some plates and stuff, make it look nice. And then just before we started to eat, we clicked a few pics, and yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, the food actually turned out to be really good. I mean, I did say we followed the recipe as best we could. The only thing that did not turn out to be good was actually the brownie. Turns out the icing sugar that we added was not actually icing sugar. It turned out to be flour, corn flour. So it didn't taste anything like we wanted it to. It had no sweet flavor. Anyways, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed whatever this was. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be informed of whenever we decide to upload another video. Maybe we'll do some more cooking again. I have no clue. Alright, see ya.